How has life been for you for the last 45 years?
That's a loaded question. I think that my life has been a roller coaster. Even as a child, I mean, a lot of people don't know, but when I was first born, I was born and I went home and I got really sick to the point where I had a temperature of, I believe it was 106. And even at 2 weeks old, I don't believe I was even supposed to be here today because I said the devil tried to get me, but God had other plans for me. So even just growing up in life, I think that life has really thrown me some ebbs and flows. I've had a great roller coaster of a life. From middle school, elementary school, middle school, high school, even college, like dating, like I've been across the world traveling. I really think that my life, is a true testimony of, what you can do and how you can succeed, if you really put your mind to it. But it ain't been easy. I've definitely had to persevere through a lot of things to be here today, to be celebrating 45 years of life.
What has been the biggest challenges you faced in life and how did you overcome it?
I think the biggest challenge for me, and I don't know if I want to say it was a challenge, but learning how to become a father, as well as to be a great father. I didn't have the best example of what a male role model should be like through life. My father was definitely around. Then my stepdad as well. But just in general, like growing up, it was, some absent times to where I think trying to navigate fatherhood, I think it's been like the hardest thing to do, but I think it gets easier in time as August gets older and he's able to do more. I think when he was born, I was in a stage of growth and maturity into like entrepreneurship, and so it was kind of like I had two babies in one. I had August, and I had this business mind that just kept growing and flourishing, and August was growing and flourishing, and so it was trying to make time for them both. I think that has been the most challenging thing that I think I'm succeeding in. I feel like I am anyway.
What habit or practice served you well that you want to continue?
I really think prayer, and having commitment and a relationship with God is something that I think has kept me sane down through the years, and just kept me with a positive attitude and positive thinking, and just hopes for greatness. Just knowing my faith in God, and just trying to keep the faith. I think that's one of the. I think that could be.
How has failure or apparent failure set you up for later success?
I think just trial and error. Through the years, I've always been a person just to speak my mind and to just go after whatever I wanted. I've never been afraid to back down from a fight, per se. And so when it comes to failure, I think I've made some questionable business moves. I think I've made some questionable relationship situations to where it's like I had to learn from some things. You don't want to do that again. But I wouldn't say that a lot of failure, has come my way. I think that I don't want to say everything I touched turned to gold, because it didn't. but I definitely think that I wasn't the person to give up just at the first no. I tried, and I persevered, to keep going. Though I've had some no's and some setbacks, and to this day I still have some setbacks, situations now. But just trying to see the light and see the positive, and trying to pivot from that situations or those situations to kind of keep focusing and keep going.
What's one thing you learned about yourself this year?
That I have some of my daddy traits. I've learned that some things you just can't say you're gonna give up, and then walk away from, especially when it comes to good and bad habits, as well as addictions. I've learned this year that I had a few addictions that I didn't know were addictions. Drinking ain't that one.
What was your favorite childhood memory?
I don't know if I really have a favorite childhood memory, because I had a great childhood, though I don't know, there was a lot of favorites. I am a favorite of many, and so that brought me a lot of favor through life. So I think some of my most memorable childhood memories will be just celebrating at family reunions and cookouts at my house with the family, and just running through the sprinklers, because she wouldn't get us a pool. To this day, I don't know why she never bought us a pool, but she would set a timer, 10-15 minutes on the timer on the sprinklers, and some of y'all might know what these are, but Bitmore had these sprinklers. It was controlled, and she pushed the button, they would shoot up out the ground, and it would sprinkle her yard, and we would run through it like we was at a water park, and after the timer went off, it would just shoot back down, and it was over. So I think that was one of my most memorable moments, is just like running through, spending the weekend at Bitmore house and just running through the sprinklers and just having a barbecue. I think those were very memorable times, and I kind of miss those later.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
Think things through. Don't be so hastened to make hastened decisions, business decisions. Don't be so wasteful. I've had, and I don't want to say millions of dollars, but I've definitely had a lot of money come through my hands down through the years, and I wish I had known today I wish I had known yesterday what I know today about how to manage money. I think I would be very well off had I did something more responsible with my business endeavors in my younger years, with my club promotions and different things that I was in, because there was $1,000 weeks for weeks on weeks, and I couldn't even tell you where that money went. I wish I had the business mind that I have now. About 20 years ago, I'd be very well off.
How are you different today than you were on your last birthday?
This has been a very trying year for me. Like, I lost one of my closest friends. I would call him brother. Someone I spent a lot of birthdays with over the last 15 years. And so I would say I'm stronger mentally, but emotionally I feel like there's a little, it lacks the strength due to so many different situations that happened this year that I feel like I wasn't ready for, or I wasn't directly in control of, though I was in control. I really feel like if I could say let myself down this year, it wasn't my best year, but I feel like I've learned a lot from year 44 to 45.
What wisdom are you embodying now that your younger self needed?
Just taking ownership, accountability, just being a go-getter. Carpe diem, seizing the day, seizing the opportunity, not sweating the small stuff, just looking at how I can better, or looking at the glass as being half full or half empty, figuring out how I can put more into the glass, how I can continue to fill my cup, and just stop worrying about the naysayers and what someone else has got going on and what they're thinking, and just doing me and just being successful in everything that I try and succeed.
What are you most grateful for in your life right now?
For my mother, of course, my son, grateful for health, grateful to have friends who support me, who showed up today to support me. I'm grateful for strength. I'm grateful for my partner. I'm grateful that God has allowed me to be able to just be here, in a sense of knowing that a lot of my teenage friends and college friends and have passed due to a few different situations, and just 45 is so young, but to know that there's so many that has gone on before me who didn't make it here. Just being able, I'm grateful just to say that He's given me strength, and good health, and the right mind to want to learn from others. That's one thing that I can say that I've succeeded in life. What I've learned is watching somebody else burn their hand on the stove caused me not to touch the stove while it was hot. So I've also been a person to learn from other people's mistakes, and that has definitely helped me not make the same mistakes over and over.
What legacy you want to create for yourself?
I want to leave behind something for my child. Just to say that this is, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's business, whether it's real estate, something not just tangible, but also monetary, something he can grow and continue. We don't have generational wealth in my family, and if I have to be the first to start it, I want to start something that can be long lasting, that can sustain, my family and my kids, my grandkids.
What would you tell others who are about to turn the age you were last birthday?
Stay off your knees, baby, because I tell you, climbing steps ain't no joke. Woo. Yes, sir.
What's a significant accomplishment from the past years?
Definitely becoming an entrepreneur, owning my own business, just being able to write my own vision, pave my own way, learning how to market, learning how to advertise, learning how to use different tactics and techniques to be able to reach the mass. I think that is something that I've learned. Also learning how to use Google, how to train the algorithms to pull up what keywords to use and to market and to advertise to bring your business to the forefront. I really learned a great deal this year, in the past couple of years since COVID, how to market yourself to be successful.
April 27th. That's when Omar was born. April 27th, 1980. Go Omar, it's your birthday. Go Omar, it's your birthday. Happy birthday from your mama. Happy birthday. May God bless you with many, many more. I'm so proud of you, Omar. You have become a wonderful son, a good father, and I cannot wait to see what God have in store for you. Happy birthday, Omar. Love you.
Happy birthday, Omar, and many more. 45, 55 to go before you 100. So keep on stepping.
Happy 45th birthday to my favorite bro, my best friend, Omar Kabaza White. I love you so much. I can't believe you're turning 45. Like, oh my gosh, you old, my God, you old as hell. But anyway, I'm so happy to have you as a brother and my best friend. And may God continue to bless you to see many more. Love you. And I love my baby August. Bye.
Happy birthday, Omar. Say happy birthday.
Hey Omar, happy birthday, man. I love you, man. I'm proud of you. I'm glad to be your big brother, man. I'm so very, very, very proud of you. And I hope you enjoy your birthday. Once again, happy birthday, and I love you.
45th birthday, Omar Kabaza Chesabaz White. Omar, may this be the year of jumbo favor for you, your businesses, and all your endeavors. May God continue to bless you, and may you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for the invite, and happy 45th birthday. I love you.
Yo, what's happening? I'd like to wish my brother, my best friend, a happy 45th birthday. You know, it brings me great joy to be able to come and celebrate and turn up with him on this special day. Yeah, it's like 15. This 15 in the making. So yeah, it's definitely a pleasure and an honor to come and help him celebrate. So again, I would like to wish you a happy 45th birthday. I love you, my brother. Enjoy. Turn up.
Happy birthday, Daddy. And make sure you have a great birthday. Good job.
Happy birthday, I love you. You're turning 45, so you're getting older and older and older. But I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. You're a special person who do it all for everybody, and you deserve this celebration.